ओम ओम सदाशिवसमारंभां शंकराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहि तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहि। ओम शांति शांति शांति। As we are in this Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga, already we have seen Ahara, also we have seen Yajna, and also Tapas. So in the last class, we saw all these three types of tapas. Even though tapas was being divided into two categories, one was Karana Drishtya, other one is called Guna Drishtya. So 3 plus 3 becomes 6 because these are the technical terms, remember, so that becomes easier. So when we discussed that, look, mudha grahanatmano yat pidaya kriyate tapaha parasya utsadanartham va tat tamasam udahruta. So this tamasa tapas, anybody can do it. Because here the purpose is what? Just to take the revenge, just make sure that I am established. So while I am getting established, I don't mind to afflict my body and mind, everything, because I have a erroneous notion. Because I want to destroy my opponent. In short, whatever happens, I don't care, I don't bother. You know, like, no, we have a very nice saying. In Oriya language, we had, in many languages also, I see the same thing. There are many. So I will go in a polite one. You know what? So I don't mind to burn the house in order to kill the rat. You understand? Because the rat is making a lot of mess. So what? I don't care. I don't bother, even though the house is burnt. So another saying they said, like, those days, I don't bother even if my husband is dead, but I'll take care that my husband is not running behind anybody. So that is another saying, okay? However, let us not get into that mess. What is highlighting? Anybody can get into this mode. This is the most important thing. Even if we look at Mahabharata, just look at Mahabharata. As you know, Dronacharya and Drishtadimna, sorry, I made a mistake. Drupada, Dronacharya and Drupada. So Drupada means the father-in-law of Arjuna, Pandavas. And Dronacharya is Guru. Both of them were friends. They studied together in a Gurukulam. And because of certain circumstances, what happened? Now, this Dronacharya just went to approach Drupada for help. And Drupada did not bother, did not care, because this was, let us say, out of innocence or out of too much proximity. He announced that I am your friend. So Drupada could not take it. This is the problem. Then what happened? So when he was being humiliated, he came back. And of course, Dronacharya planned everything. You can see how this is called tapas. Okay. So he became Guru because he was looking for someone who can defeat Drupada. And finally he made it through Arjuna. So Arjuna defeated whom? Drupada. Then finally what Drupada did? This is the best family politics, okay? So Drupada, him, of course, time matters, finally handed over his own daughter by whom he was defeated, okay? So finally Arjuna got married to Draupadi. That was not enough. Then what Drupada did? Did all sort of tapas, including yaga, because of which this Draupadi and of course Drushtadimna came. So Drushtadimna, the son of Drupada, was born out of tamas tapas, just to kill whom? Dronacharya. So his purpose was nothing. He was taken birth just to kill Dronacharya. It's not a joke. Sometimes, if you look at your life also, you do the same thing. Just look at your life. From morning to evening, what you do, why you do. That's why to handle this situation, now we have to be very careful to understand the next one, which is called as Danam. So let us read Danam so that it becomes much more easier and convenient. दातव्यम इति यत् दानम दीयते अनुपकारिणे देशे काले च पात्रे च तद्दानं सात्विकं स्मृतम्. Now this verse number 20, 21 and 22. These three verses are going to talk about three types of dana. Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. So while discussing Danam, also we need to be very careful. So if you look at the translation, it says, look, Datavyam iti yad So the Danam, tat Danam, yat diyate, that Danam that is being given. Don't translate Danam as charity. Why and how we'll see in details, okay? Even if by mistake, never ever translate Danam as a charity. So charity is a very wrong word. However, so Danam, that is yat diyate, which is given, iti, what with the attitude. What is that attitude? Datavyam iti. So that means what? Datavyam, it is to be given. This is my duty. So in the sense of duty, that this is to be given. We'll see in details. And what? Anupakarini. So to a person who may not, need not reciprocate. Because in charity, only reciprocation, okay? If nothing else, there is heaven promised. And in India, in Chennai, there are people, okay? They give charity. Do you know for what? They also keep the list. How much they give and list. And they present to government of India. Not only they get the tax benefit, that's another thing that I can understand. So that they can get Padma Shri award. They can get Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. I'm not telling you jokes. In Chennai, all these are. And there are few guys have got, do you know, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan award based on giving charity. How many organizations they have given charity? I'm not telling you jokes. So there is one fellow. So he already, anybody sends, any trust sends any request, at least a few thousand he will send it and he will keep it record. Called philanthropist. Anyway, let me not get into that mode. Okay, I have got enough of data with this. So with the sense of duty, number one. Number two is what? Anupakarine, to whom it is given, the person may not and need not reciprocate. That's the most important thing. And of course, one has to be careful while giving time with reference to desha, cha, deshe, and when it is being given or whatever is being given, it should be given at a proper place. And kalam, kale, also to be given at the proper time. Then cha, patre, and to a proper person. And that is called smrutam, is considered sattikam danam iti. Sattik danam. Then you may say, Swamiji, this is very difficult. First of all, to give because it is to be given. My hand starts itching, okay? My not hand, hair starts itching. Hand does not itch the hair, okay? While receiving time, hand itches, okay? Giving time, head itches. And second thing you say, or Lord Krishna highlights, not me. Anupakarini, without any reciprocation, then why should I give? You think, am I stupid or what? It is better to store. Okay. Let us have a yaksha. In India, we have concept. If you keep a lot of wealth, so that becomes a yaksha. Or then third is where to find out, how to find out whether it is proper place or not. Whether it is proper time or not. Then finally, whether the person is proper or not. Don't you think is a complicated? That means it is very difficult to find out this is what sattvika dana. It's not like that. First thing you have to be you have to be clear. What do you mean by the word dana? That's why I said, if you think dana means charity, definitely it's not going to be fulfilled. Why and how? Because as you know, this is the contribution by Britishers, and we are talking that language, unfortunately. So they translated, especially not only Indian, let us say, words all over the world, all their regional words, they translated according to their convenience. And of course, with Christianity touch, with an alternative motive. That's why sometimes you have to check your English, or else disaster. How? We say you have to understand what is Danam and what are the benefits and how it takes care. The first and foremost thing is that there is moham in me. So what is moham? So moham means a delusion, a conclusion. So the conclusion that is born out of ignorance, which has come from my birth, that I am insecure. That's why if you observe a child, so child feels insecure. That's why starts crying. Not that it cries, koham, koham. We do not talk a lot. Who am I? Who am I? Child is insecure. Kwa, kwa. So basically, when I am having moha, that I am insecure. Second thing, what happens? I want to be secure. Now, When I want to secure, I cling on, I depend upon. So that means the sense of dependence becomes the outcome of moha. And that's why we say, as long as I have sense of dependence, I am a samsari. Samsara is not Tamil samsara, okay? Don't forget that always. So, samsara means sense of dependence. Yes, this is true also, because after sometimes every man starts depending upon a wife completely. Which dress to put, which dress not to put. Where is the key? Where is what? Because she takes care of so nicely, so man forgets to think, okay? So that is also there. So sense of dependence, okay? However, coming to the point here that moham leads to sense of dependence. Now, when there is a sense of dependence, now I go to second level of conclusion. So what is the second level of conclusion? That my moham, my sense of insecurity will be taken care of by what? Taken care of by external object or people. Clear? That's why a child starts depending upon mother. Just look at newborn baby after few hours, few this thing, suddenly start seeing some other people, will feel uncomfortable. We look at the familiar face called mother. Because a child knows that I need to be secured. And this familiar face will give me security. So that means the external object or people will give me security is second type of notion. This is called, I call as erroneous thinking pattern. It's dangerous. And as long as a person is having this erroneous thinking pattern, nobody can help except teacher and teaching. Nothing. Then, okay, nothing wrong in it. This is also okay. But from this, that sense of dependence, that too which is in external world, leads to lobham. So you can mentally prepare. These are the, remember, moha, from moha, you go to lobham. But there is a process. So what is lobham? Lobham means greed. So what is the greed here? Now I have come to a conclusion. Conclusion of what? External object or person is going to give me security. Now, if I come to conclusion that external person is going to give me security, let me grab that person. Let me be close to that person. If external object is going to give me security, let me amass, let me collect, let me gather, let me hold. You understand the greed, how it develops? So the greed always has its own root with sense of insecurity. Now, when I have this lobham, now I want to grab, keep, and keep. That's why in every part of India, we have different type of celebrations supposed to be. Like in North India, they make it for Deepavali time. So before Deepavali, so they do the painting and everything so that they remove all the unwanted things, old things. In fact, especially in Himalayas, before Deepavali, they have to bring all the dress because winter is going to come. So they have to keep it outside sun. So when they discover something is old and all these things, they throw it. Same thing also in Tamil Nadu during Pongal time, that is called Bhogi. Okay, what they do, don't ask, okay? They burnt it. That's not right. So this is a root that one should learn to, get rid of. No. Then, because I don't get rid of, at least forcefully, this lobham needs what? So, lobham makes me, stingy, कार्पण्य स्वभाव, कार्पण्यम इत्यर्थः. So, krupana bhava. So, I become a miser. I become stingy. Everything I calculate. I do this, I do that. Okay? So that's why what? Moha, moha to lobha, lobha to what? Karpanya bhava. And of course, when Karpanya bhava is there, then what I do? I always make sure that everything should be with me. Then finally, for me, the people or object becomes everything. Now, this is called as what? Erroneous thinking pattern. Danam takes care of it straight away. That's why in our scripture, Upanishads, including Brihadaranyaka and other Upanishads, highlights three types of discipline. That is called for jnanam, what we need? We need yajna, tapas, and dhanam. There is no excuse. So this yajna, tapas, and dhanam is being highlighted everywhere. Because without this dhanam, the person will not be able to handle one's own this karpanya swabhava, or you can say this erroneous thinking pattern. And once we have this erroneous thinking pattern, then what will happen? You know better where we will end up. That's why Danam takes care of many things. The first foremost point is it takes care of my erroneous thinking pattern, which is samsara. So Dana does not give me moksha, but Danam takes care of my erroneous thinking pattern. Number one. Number two, benefits. Danam allows me to be harmonious with the nature. Why and how? So, what is nature? In nature, Giving and taking is a process. A plant receives, also gives carbon dioxide and oxygen. Anything, including animals, they give and take. They take and give, whichever way convenient you can put it, no problem. Okay. But definitely giving and taking are there together. They say very nicely, especially with reference to cows and this bull, the wild bull. They both give and take in such a way we cannot think of. Suppose a bull eats something good in your house, that fellow will come and start doing leaving the cow dung in front of your house. So that will not be your, indebted to you at all. And the same ox, especially, I have seen also this bull, not ox, bull. So, revengeful. Suppose if you have hit a bull, suppose eating something, you hit, that fellow in the night will come and destroy everything, go back. So, means received your hitting, also wanted to give back. So, barabar. Joke apart. So, animal also do give and take, except human being. So, human being only focuses on receiving. But inevitably they give. Where they give? Starting with the toilet. So, second is what? Doctors. So, there are places to give, don't worry, okay? Because they have to give, there is no choice. And finally, leave behind for one or few idiots. You understand? And the best part is, after your death, people fight on your property. Or when you are alive, also people fight, okay? Don't ask me. So instead of celebrating, people do not start fighting. Very unfortunate. Because as you are, so also things will happen. So that means Danam, when I give, at least I reciprocate to be with harmony, that me being harmonious with the nature. And thirdly, Danam takes care of this social harmony, natural harmony, nature harmony, and social harmony. What is social harmony? The best example we can find, especially in Tamil Nadu, there are a few things to be observed in Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, especially those days when kings were there, many priests, because all the Vedic culture has predominantly followed. You can see the trait of that. So many villages were being offered as dakshina to a priest. So after one yaga, so the king will say, this village is being given dakshina. So after some time, that priest will have plenty of land. So what he will do? He will perform a yaga and hand over. That's why many villages are named after a person. That is the trick of Tamil Nadu. But unfortunately, I don't want to get into. So not like, all these new days, all these Muslim cities and Muslim names of India forcefully. Not that they have given Danam, okay? So, and most important thing is, Danam prepares me for the ultimate Danam called sannyasa. So why ultimate Danam is called sannyasa? I remember sannyasa is not physical action, okay? So I see some people when they take sannyasa, and especially any organization, I have seen also in our circle also. People have worked many years, kept money in the for their security of future, and they come to take sannyas. And some of them they don't change their name. So there will be two names because they are getting all the benefits from the government or from the bank or whatever. So to change that, it become big mess. So they want to have that security and wants to be sannyasi. And those people are dangerous for sannyas. And I have seen personally. Earlier, it was one organization, I don't know to name it. Now, that disease has traveled to every organization, including Puja Swamiji organization. Forget that, I have also seen that. Which is very difficult. So, why I am using this word, ultimate sannyasa? Remember, the erroneous thinking pattern will continue in me as long as I think I am owner. I'm repeating very carefully. The erroneous thinking pattern will continue in me as long as I am, or as long as I think that I am owner. A sannyasi never thinks that he or she is a owner. Including the body that the person is having is not, he is not owner of the body. Body has been received for a purpose called moksha. If the purpose is achieved, fantastic. Let it get dropped. Let it happen, whatever is supposed to happen according to the prarabdha. So me being not owner can happen only in a life of a sannyasi. If that doesn't come, there will be bhayam. That is the last. So that's why, remember the first I said, lobha, sorry, moha, lobha, then lobha. Third was karpanyam. Fourth is what? Bhayam. So the bhayam means what? Fear of losing people, fear of losing object, fear of losing this or that. Sometimes I look at myself too, to be very honest. People, those who are surrounded by me, they put me in that thinking mode. I also get carried away, to be very honest. In the beginning, a common person think how to protect myself. So I need some people. So I need to secure myself. So now let me get married. See, why people want to get married? Security, social security, emotional security. Then what happens? Don't ask me, okay? Later on. Then, as you start working, first you wanted to secure, that's why you wanted some people. Later on, you have to work for the security of the people. You understand? I have to work for my family, my wife security, my husband's security. I have to work for my child security. Swamiji, I should keep enough of money for my child. Hey, stupid. Some people put me into that trap. Swamiji, what will happen to Ashram? What will happen to the future of the people, those who are working the ashram? Am I stupid or what? What happens. Anyway, so this Vayam is the ultimate, called losing people, losing object. And remember, the ultimate Danam is called sannyasa. Only a sannyasi is free from fear, not anybody else. Like Bhartwari says very nicely, Bhoge Rogabhayam. I forgot that verse. Nice verse. I'll remember and tell that. Bhoge Rogabhayam. So, not coming. So nice one related to Bhayam it comes. Like everybody is some way or other afraid. So here, when I am not afraid, why I am not afraid? Why sannyasi is not afraid? Sannyasi knows what? I am sthanuhu, I am achalam, achaloyam sanatanaha iti, achyudayam abdahyam aklusya evacha, nityah sthanu achaloyam. So in Bhagavad Gita, okay, in second chapter, we have seen this. So when the sannyasi is abiding with this, I am sthanuhu, I am achalam iti. So what is their loss? And because of these, the person is not afraid. That's why a sannyasi does not hold anything, not supposed to hold anything. Come, go. Come, go. And as long as it comes and goes, that long, in fact, you are a sannyasi. To be very honest. If you want to see your sannyasa nishtha, do you know what is that? Let it come, let it go. And as long as it comes and goes, I'll tell you, it's amazing set of mind. I think I have taken more time today. This is just introduction to Danam. When you understand this, now tell me, will it be difficult for you to find out the verse number that we saw in 20? Datavyam iti. It is to be given as a sense of duty. Then anupakarini, without looking for any reciprocation. Deshe, at the right time, it's the right place. Kalam, at the proper time. And of course, patra, proper person. Automatically, it will. More of it. We'll see. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadai Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you all of you.